Good morning and welcome to Fast Horses Today. Today is Friday. It is November 8th, and it's the start of the race week over at Del Mar. Now, I do believe that their card is pretty light today, so we're not going to go into it too heavily. I do have some horses that I'm going to make some win bets on, and I got a small late pick 5 to play as well. So let's get started here at Del Mar. We're going to start in the first race today. First race is approximate post time, about 2:30 here Central Time, so 12:30 there in the Pacific Time Zone. And I'm going to make a little win bet on the 3-horse Mission Beach for Leonard Powell, Mike Smith aboard. Now, this horse is a short price in the program. He's a 7-5 favorite. There's another horse 8-5, so we'll see if there'll be co-favorites in this race. But I think Mission Beach should take care of this field here. He's run well at Del Mar. Now, at one time, Mission Beach was supposed to be projected a pretty good horse. I know he came out of the Baffert barn originally, but he ended up going over to the East Coast and ran over there and then came back to Del Mar this past summer, and I thought he ran pretty well. So 40,000 here in a pretty light field. I think Mission Beach should take care of him, and let's hope we can get 7-5 or a little higher. We'll make a small win bet there. All right, now let's move over to the next race of the day for us here, which would be the fourth race. Now, fourth race starts off the late pick 5. And as I mentioned, I do have a small ticket that I want to play, and I do have a win bet I want to make in this race. Now, the fourth race is a 5-furlong grass sprint. This is for your Calbred first level allowance. These are fillies. And I'm going to single here the 6-horse who is Proof She Zips. This horse 9-5 in the program from Michael McCarthy. Umberto Rispoli takes the call. I'm also going to make a win bet on Proof She Zips. Now, I like this horse. I remember back when this horse appeared in Southern California, the Northern California connections brought this horse down, broke the maiden nicely, and then promptly sold the horse. So I think they probably made some nice money off this horse. They ended up selling it to a big outfit in Gary Barber and Eclipse Thoroughbred. So Michael McCarthy took over there after that sale. The horse ran some decent races. Apparently something went amiss because, she's been lightly raced. She's got 2 starts here this year. Earlier in the spring, back at Santa Anita, she ran down the hill, showed some speed as the favorite, and then just, kind of faltered there. That was her first time out in a bit, in about a year. And then she ended up going over to Santa Anita again, running this past fall in a 6-furlong flat grass race, and I thought she ran a nice race. She ended up coming third with Rispoli. Rispoli takes the call again. She's 9-5 in the program, and I just think that this horse should be better than this field. I do like the offspring of Idiot Proof as well. I think that's an underutilized horse there in underutilized sire there in California. So I'm pulling here for Proof She Zips to single the horse here in the first leg of the pick 5, and also making a win bet on Proof She Zips in the fourth. Let's move over to the fifth race of the day. Fifth race of the day. This is a maiden special weight, 6 furlongs on the dirt. These are fillies, 2-year-olds, and interestingly enough, there are no huge like bred in purple type horses in this race. I guess maybe they'd run already, or that maybe they've got some of those running over the weekend. But just a okay collection of horses here. I don't have a strong opinion. I'm putting 4 horses in because I've got a couple singles in this pick 5 here. I'm going to put the one who is Look Forward for Ben Cecil and Mario Gutierrez. This horse has some flashy works, 5-2 in the program. But as I've talked before, Mario Gutierrez hasn't ridden too well, so we're going to see if Gutierrez gets off the schneid, gets going on here on this horse Look Forward. 5-2. Going to also put the 2-horse who is Alanis. Alanis for Peter Miller. Rispoli takes the call. Looks like Rispoli has some live ones today. This horse has had 2 starts here in Southern California. One at Del Mar, one at Santa Anita, both on the dirt. Had run decent races. Improved in the second start, and I just looked to see that this horse might improve again in the third start here. So that's a 2-horse Alanis. I'm going to put the 5-horse who is the program favorite, 8-5, No Bad Beats for Doug O'Neill, Antonio Fresu. Now this horse is 8-5 off work, so word must be out in the morning that this horse could run a little bit. She's 8-5. Then I'm also going to put the 6-horse who is Just As Fancy for Michael McCarthy, Kazushi Kimura. This horse had 1 start over at Santa Anita. Didn't get all too well, and I thought ran on a decent enough race in a field here that, I don't think that we're going to see any future stars in this race. So, a horse like Just As Fancy at 8-1 could really upset the apple cart. Let's put her in the pick 5 here. So we've got the 1, 2, 5, and 6. Let's move over to the 6th race of the day. 6th race is a starter allowance race, mile on the grass. Now this is fillies, 3-year-olds and up. So this is a starter allowance with a claiming condition as well. And That helps fill the field. A couple horses here had taken advantage of that claim condition. So I've got a single here. I'm going to put in. I'm going to put in the New Face horse, which New Face meaning this horse has come from Woodbine. She's 5-2. That's Rashmi. And this horse comes in for Jonathan Thomas for Augustin Stables. So nice to see Augustin Stables bring some horses over to Del Mar and run them. And looking at her replays, I thought this horse ran some nice races over at Woodbine. She ran a really nice race to break her maiden. And, I don't know if that was the Frankie Dettori factor. Dettori was over there in Woodbine that day to break the maiden on this girl. But horse ran really well. She followed that up in a race with Winners. And ended up coming second, getting beat, right near the wire by a horse who did come back to win. So looks to me like this horse is pretty live. 5-2, not a big secret here. I'm going to single this horse. I just feel like they probably found a good spot for this horse. They spotted her pretty well in a field that, doesn't show a whole lot of talent here. I know that I'm going against the favorite here, who is Gem Mine. Gem Mine is 2-1 in the program for Richard Baltus. Now, this horse is 0 for the last couple years. Baltus has been kind of cold lately, so we're going to pass on his horses for a little bit here. And, gonna single the 6 horse was Rashmi, and I'm also gonna make a win bet on Rashmi. I think that Umberto Rispoli is gonna have a good day today. He's got some live ones, so we'll make a win bet on Rashmi. All right, let's go over to the next race of the day. Next race being the 7th race. 7th race is a $25,000 claiming race. 6 furlongs on the dirt. Now, these are 3-year-olds and up, and I've got 3 horses here that I want to put in the pick 5, but I am going to also make a win bet as well because I see a horse at a pretty good price. Maybe we could catch a nice win bet here. So for pick 5 purposes, I'm going to put the 1, California Tiger, George Papapadromo barn, Umberto Rispoli. I've been saying the word Rispoli a lot today. He does have live horses. So Papapadromo claimed this horse from Hector Palma, which may not be the easiest thing to do, but claimed him out of a California allowance optional claimer for 20. Puts this horse into an open 25. 7-2. I'm going to include this horse in the pick 5, but I kind of wonder, this horse, could go back into those California allowance races, run for a bigger purse, but you know what? Papapadromo sees fit to put this horse in for 25. Maybe he doesn't really not worried about losing them. If he loses them, they make a profit there off the claim and, maybe collect some purse money. But that what makes me a little suspect on this horse, being a single or anything. So, but I am going to include California Tiger. I'm also going to put the 3 horse who is chasing money from Mark Glatt. And Mark Glatt puts the apprentice on the horse Carmona. Now I'm going to make a win bet as well on Chasing Money. Chasing Money is 5-1. Chasing Money, I feel, has just run with some better horses. His horse has been running in the 40,000 claim level and running up against some nice horses. He came second earlier this summer to Red Flag, who Red Flag is a really, really sharp horse and had run well at Del Mar. I neglected to give that horse respect some time ago, but Red Flag has run off a string of nice wins and is very sharp. This horse came second to Red Flag back in August. And we followed it up with some even races on the dirt. I feel like this horse has had some tough trips and, just hasn't been able to run his best due to those tough trips. So Glatt putting the apprentice on. Now, he doesn't have much experience with this apprentice, so I don't know. Maybe the instructions are get this horse out sharp, maybe get to the lead, see if you're best. I don't know, but Chasing Money certainly, I think, looks tough here at 5-1. I think Chasing Money is worth a win bet as well. Then we're also going to put, for as far as pick 5 purposes, going to put the 4 in, who is Cajun Brother for Steve Knapp. Now, this horse showed up in California by way of Belterra Park, and, you probably don't hear that all too much in the history of Southern California racing, but showed up, ended up running, getting that ship and win bonus, winning first time at Del Mar for $10,000. They popped the horse up for $12,500. The horse ended up getting claim, ran second that day. Mullins claimed that horse, ended up running him back for 10, winning that day, in a nice race and getting claimed. And Steve Knapp puts his horse up for 25. So, I don't know if the jump is appropriate, but Knapp's putting in a horse in there. He's 5-2. We'll put this horse in for pick 5 purposes. But again, we got the win bet on the 3 horse who is Chasing Money. All right, now let's go to the last race of the day. Last race of the day being the 8th race. 8th race is approximate post time, about 6 o'clock here Central. So it'll be dark by that point, but it'll be 4 o'clock there at Del Mar. And, the sun will be setting into the Pacific Ocean at that point. This is a 5 furlong grass sprint, maiden special weights. These are fillies, 3-year-olds and up. Now I've got 3 horses I'm hoping the pick 5 ticket is live and got 3 horses to pay off. It'll be a nice spot to be in. Gonna put the 1 horse who was Ashley for John Sheriff's Hector Barrios. This horse, a big purchase, was a $400,000 purchase price. And, it's been maiden so far after 8 starts. But, she gets a nice spot in the 1 hole here. We see that those are nice spots to be in these Del Mar grass sprints. And, Hector Barrios has ridden this horse enough times. He should know her. And I think that, her races that she's run have been good enough. And the 1 hole, should be a benefit. So this horse will be tough at 5-2. Going to also put the 2 horse who is Gervin Gal for Owen Hardy. Rispoli takes the call. Now, this horse has ran a couple times back in the summer meet at Del Mar at the 5 furlong turf sprint distance. And, I'm going with the angle that I've talked about before. Joe Talamo had the horse the last 2 times, and now Rispoli takes the horse. So I like the Talamo off angle. This horse is 8-1 in the program, and, it comes off, after the Del Mar meet ended, Hardy gave this horse a bit of a break. He didn't run at Santa Anita, bringing this horse back to Del Mar. Couple nice, even efforts, and I think the inside post should be well here. And as I mentioned, I think Rispoli has some live horses here. It looks like he might have a multiple race win day. So that's the 2 Gervin Gal at 8-1. And then finally going to put the 4 horse in who is Vegas Condo for Ron Ellis and Jose Valdivia. Now, Ellis trains for an outfit called Double Down Stables. And these folks, they spend a lot of money in horse racing. They make a lot of investments and purchase, some high-priced horses here. So this horse has run 3 times, very well-bred horse, big purchase price, $350,000. Horse has run 3 times on the dirt. Mike Smith was on the horse those 3 times. Just kind of ran some even races, had run with some nice horses, some nice dirt horses. I know ran up against a couple Baffert horses. Horse has shown some nice works. Ellis is going to put this horse on the turf now. Maybe this is what she wants to do. I mean, it looks like she's bred for just about anything, being by Into Mischief out of an unbridled song mare. So, breeding is there. There must be some, I'm not exactly sure of siblings, but must be something there if this horse went for $350,000. Maybe the turf is what she wants to do. Valdivia on the horse. So that's the 4 horse Vegas Condo. So in the last race of the day, we've got the 1, 2, and 4. All right, now let's recap the bets today and recap the ticket. All right, so in the first race of the day, we've got the win bet on the 3 horse that is Mission Beach. Now let's move over to the 4th race, which is the start of the late pick 5. We've got the 6 in the 4th race with a win bet on that horse as well. Proof she zips. With the 1, 2, 5, 6. With the 6, that's in the 6th race. We've got a win bet on that horse as well. With the 1, 3, 4. And we got a win bet on the 3 horse. That's the Carmona is riding that horse. With the 1, 2, 4. Now that pick 5 today, as I mentioned, small. It's an $18 ticket. Now we've got the 4 win bets as well. So, as always, if you see fit, play the ticket as is. If you want to add or subtract, you do what works for you. If you want to play the pick 4 within the ticket, pick 3s within the ticket, you got to do what helps you best. So as whatever you decide to do, I wish you the best of luck. Let's get some great trips today at Del Mar, because great trips result in great luck. And let's wish the folks over at Del Mar a great, safe day of racing. So as always, I ask you to do me a favor. Hit the subscribe button if you can. That'll do me a world of good. Doesn't cost you anything. Just puts you on the feed when new content comes up. It gets served to you. Like, dislike, make comments. Let's create a discussion. So as always, I thank you so much for watching today, Fast Horses Today. And let's have a great day at Del Mar, where the turf meets the surf. And we'll see you tomorrow.